Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Trade and Industry, Mr. Gan Kim Yong, Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, Mr. Arsenio Dominguez, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. Very happy to see so many of you here in Singapore for the 20th edition of the Singapore Maritime Week. At the first edition of the Singapore Maritime Week back in 2006, our discussions were very different. I went back in history to look at the agenda. The topics included improving the image of the shipping industry and whether the sector could self-regulate itself a little bit more. The industry then was already, of course, profitable. The rules of trade and maritime passage were working well. Many nations, big and small, were prospering from the open maritime order that would drive record growth in global trade in the years after. With over 80% of global trade moving freely by sea through the world's waterways, maritime trade today has become the invisible thread that links the daily lives of billions of people. And yet, the system that has brought us global prosperity and that is enshrined in international law is under some threat today. The maritime industry faces many challenges. For instance, cyber threats are growing faster than the defenses that are built against them. AI is advancing faster than the industry is adopting it. And the transition to alternative fuels, while underway, the technology, the bunkering, infrastructure, and the regulatory frameworks remain fragmented. Addressing these long-term challenges will require a global commitment. And as a maritime nation, Singapore will do its part. For example, over the past 2 decades, Singapore has invested over $500 million in maritime research and development for the future. And this has allowed us to grow capabilities for ourselves, but also for others in container port automation, electrification, and marine traffic management. We also developed initiatives such as OceanX, a platform to facilitate data exchange between regulators, port operators, shipping lines, and other international partners so that different maritime systems are interoperable and that we have a single platform to connect end users directly to digital services and data. Today, Singapore is launching our next roadmap for maritime technology and research. And this will guide future R&D in areas such as autonomous port operations, alternative fuels, and smart ships. To fund these R&D initiatives for the maritime sector, Singapore is committing more than $100 million over the next 5 years. The theme of this year's Singapore Maritime Week is Actions Meet Ambition. Ambition alone is unmoored without collaboration, commitment, and concrete action towards shared goals. The maritime industry has thrived because all our stakeholders have committed to work together to address challenges. The IMO plays a critical role in this regard as a convening platform, but also providing leadership to drive our collective agenda. In recent years, the leadership of the IMO Council and the Secretariat have made significant progress advancing the international legal and regulatory frameworks for safe, secure, and sustainable shipping. And Singapore will continue to strongly support the work of the IMO and member states in strengthening the future of our industry. Let me conclude. As the host of the event, I want to extend my deepest appreciation to Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim Yong for gracing the event today, for delivering the Singapore Maritime Lecture, and for agreeing to do a fireside chat with our guests as well. We are working him very hard. DPM Gan has just returned from a long trip to the United States just last week, and we look forward to his insights on the geopolitical situation and also, of course, on the future of maritime. I'm also very happy Mr. Arsenio Dominguez, the Secretary General of the IMO, is also here with us today. He has a busy week. He's spending 2 days with us, and he will be delivering a fireside chat in this afternoon. And his leadership at the IMO has given the industry a clear sense of direction. Singapore values our partnership with him and friendship deeply. Finally, to end, this year also happens to be the 30th birthday of the Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. So I want to wish MPA and MPA colleagues a happy 30th birthday. And with this, I look forward to meeting all of you at the events of this upcoming week. I declare Singapore Maritime Week officially open. Thank you.